Hi everyone, this is Pratyush, founder of Proxlight, and welcome to a brand new tutorial. So in this particular tutorial, we will be trying to create a complete modern application from scratch. Yes, we will be using Figma and we will be just converting it into an HTML page. Then we will be trying to link it with EEL and we will be creating a fully fine, polished and modern application. So before jumping right over to the tutorial, we want certain things. So let me show you. First of all, you need a extension for this. This plugin is available for Figma. So I would refer you to use Figma for this particular whole project. So we will be using Locofy for converting the Figma design into an HTML. And you can sign up over here for the beta program. It's completely free. Now you will get 20 days free trial and then you have to pay certain amount for that, which is reasonable. And I think you should try it for 20 days at least. The next thing which you need is a kit which we have developed for the modern GUI creation. Let me show you. So here is the Proxlight GUI kit which you can use and we will be using in this project, and I will be showing you how you can just create a modern application using this particular kit. It contains some option button and it contains some accent button, and even though we have certain boxes over here, and even though with title and subtitles, so you just have to just drag and drop every single thing and your GUI is ready. You can change your color, customize it as you wish. So this is quite easy, and even though it is quite smooth to use. So let's start creating the GUI, and we will be first doing it inside Figma. So let's jump right over to the Figma. So here I'm inside my Figma, and once you have downloaded or purchased that kit, then you will find this whole thing over here. This is a complete kind of GUI development kit. So let's go over to the demo page over here. So you will get this demo page and these toolbar over here. This is the toolkit, and even though you will get a demo sign up page over here. So in this tutorial we will be kind of creating a demo sign up page. So this is quite simple. So let me show you the end product which you can expect from this tutorial. So at the end of this tutorial we will be able to create a HTML page and also an application over here using Python. So under this web folder we have the HTML file. As you can see here, we have the styling sheet and we have the HTML page over here. And even though you can open this up, it is quite simple to create. I will be showing you. Now we have also the Python application over here. So let me run this application and show you the final product that we will be creating. So as you can see, here is the application and it looks super modern, and even though it is nice and polished. So as you can see, it has a nice looking accent over here that whenever you hover over it, and it will just change its color to pink. Now this applies to the whole text box, and even though you have this read over here, and you can even though click on this button, it is fully functional. So you can add your name over here, something, and your email and then the password. So everything is functional, and when you click this sign up button, it will just redirect to your page or whatever destination you have given at the URL field. So it is quite simple. So this is the application we are going to be building. So this is very easy, and also I will suggest you to use the kit so that it would be easy for you to follow up this tutorial. So here is a demo page and you can click on the text over here. So you should make sure that you add simple rectangle and square and add some designs to it, because no complex buttons should be added over here. So it doesn't work for most of the time. So you just have to click over here and then go over to over here and then add your plugin. So just run your plugin, which is Locofy. So just run it. It will take some time, but this is the super useful tool for creating HTML and CSS out of the Figma designs.
A few moments later.
So as you can see here, we have it, and it is quite simple over here. You can use this here and you can log in. Then I have added a tag over here. So let me show you that if you want to select any one of these, like for this example, this rectangle, then you can add like a link, image, button, text area, input. So which kind of tag you should add? If you want to tag it automatically, then you should turn on this over here. So it will automatically add a tag to the element that you have created inside Figma. But for instance, we want to create a text input, so click on this over here, a text input. Now it should be type text, so this is not a password field, so it should be very basic name, so it should be text, and you can add your values, placeholder, every single thing over here. Now make sure that you should go to styling and layout for the styling purpose, and you can then change the stroke and shadows. So in the normal state it doesn't have any kind of stroke or shadow, not much, but it should be in the normal default state. But whenever we hover over it, then it should change its stroke. For this example, as per my color theme, I have chosen a pink color over here, so you just have to click on over here stroke and add your color to it. If you want to reset it, then click on over here. So it's quite simple, you can change your color by clicking on over here. So basically what will happen is whenever you hover over that particular rectangle or text field, then it will change its color to pink. So this is how you can use. And when there is other option here like pressed and disabled, so you can just add a stroke that whenever it is pressed, it will change its color to like a blue one, pink one. So by default the stroke is the normal one, so we want our state to be normal. Then click on preview so that you can have a preview of what you have created. As you can see, it has opened a new window and you have a preview. So you can see that whenever we hover over to the rectangle particular area, then it is converted into a text field, and it also changed its color to pink. So this is what we need. Now you can have you can click on done over here. Now you can apply the same particular method to all of these things, but there is a catch over here that whenever you click on this password field, you have to change its value. Let me show you that already we have created an input tag over here. I have already given it. Let me show you in the edit tag that what input I have given to it. So basically it is a normal tag, and in properties you have to add certain things, like for example this type should be text. You can change it to password. So for example, for this one we will change it to password so that we can have a password field over here. So let's preview it and let's see how it works. As you can see, we have the password field and you can add your password, and it is not showing, it is just showing the dots, and that's the thing we need also. So similar thing goes for the email field also. So you have to just click on this email field and then change the type to email. So it is quite simple. Now the thing is over here that we want to change this particular square into a click or check box. So what we can do is again run that particular plugin, and I will be changing the tag to checkbox. It is quite simple. It has given all that kind of checkbox, buttons, every single thing over here. So you can change it property and click on checked, and even though you can change the styling. It is quite simple and you can preview it also. Let's do the similar thing for the sign up button. So let's click on sign up, this rectangle over here, and we will be changing the type to button. So you can click on over here to Locofy and then click on run. So as you can see, I have already tagged it as a button. Now you can even though edit it, you can add as many text as you want, and so as you have this property, you can change the styling and layout. Even though, for example, it has a fill of like dark pink color in the initial stage, and when we hover our cursor over it, then it will change to a light pink color, which I have given over here. So fill, you can even though add a stroke to it to make it look more beautiful, but for instance we just need this fill property. Let's have a preview of what we get after adding this text to the button. So as you can see, we got this nice looking button, and as you hover over it, it changes its color to a light pink color. So it is great. So I will highly recommend you to use this kit because it contains all the buttons and options over here. So you just have to drag and drop this and create your simple GUI. So it is very simple and it is quite effective right now. Now to export this thing, whatever you have to do is just click on this particular frame, then open the plugin again. Now once you click on this particular frame, you have to just click on view code over here, and then you can click on selected frame and then view it in the code builder. So it will take some time to check and it will open up the code builder. As you can see here, we are inside the very basic Locofy builder, and you can change your things over here. You can even though modify your code from over here. And once you are done, what you have to do is click on this export button and export it as a HTML and CSS file, which is pretty much similar and very easy, even though. So once exported, you can unzip the file and you will get all of these things over here. Now you have this index.html, styling sheet and JSON file. So you just have to use this particular index.html to create the application. So let me show you the code which has been generated by the Locofy. As you can see here, we have the index.html and it does contain the title and every single metadata over here. You can change the text over here. So for example, I want to change this text, then you can customize it from over here also. So it is quite simple and every single thing is quite well organized, and even though it has a really homogeneous mixture of every single element in it, so I really like the way it organizes the code and even though represent it. So it is quite simple for you to just modify it as per your wish. And even though it has also created the button, and you can see that default checked to be true, so everything looks quite good over here, and yeah, it is quite great. Now I have added a function to the rectangle button that whenever the button is clicked, it will open a new tab and it will show like my website. For this example, I have given the link of my website over here, so it will just open up my website. So that is great. You can also add some event also, and you can even though turn this and link this to the eel project, and even though you can link it to the Python file. Let me show you. So once it is done, you will have to create a app.py which will contain your eel file, so that whenever you run, it will run an application. So it is quite simple. I have already created tons of tutorial on eel, so you make sure to check them out from the playlist or from the above notification even though. So once you have opened the app.py, you will get this particular thing over here that we have just imported eel. Then we can use the init over here, expose the functions, and then we can also link it. So eel.start will basically start the index.html file, and you can also set your size. For this example, we will be setting the size to 1600. Now I have already taught you how to link the buttons with the py file and add some function to it. So it is quite simple. You can edit the Python file over here and you will get a nice looking modern GUI, which is better than Kinter even though. So I think this tutorial was very helpful for you guys to converting your Figma design into a Python project, and also you can customize it on your way. So I will give the link of all the things that I have described in this particular tutorial, and you can check out that kit. It is super helpful for you guys. And this was it guys, how to create a modern application in 2022 and using eel, Figma and even though HTML. And we have used a super powerful tool Locofy for creating this particular GUI. So I hope this tutorial was really helpful, and if it was helpful, then consider subscribing, hit that like button below. I will meet you in another tutorial. Until then, keep coding.